What up everybody, my name is John Tyler and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be continuing the series where I weigh my animals on a monthly basis. As a little tease as to what's to come, there are a few surprises and you're going to see me be rather surprised throughout the video. But I'm already loving this series. Getting the data that I've gotten just these last 2 months has been invaluable for me as a pet owner, and it's something that I suggest you guys do as well for your animals. But all in all, my animals are doing really well, have been eating this month pretty good with the exception of Titan. You'll hear me talk about that. He has not been eating super well, but outside of that, everyone has been doing pretty good. I thought I would mix it up a little bit today and do a spin the wheel to decide who's going first. So we're gonna go ahead and jump over to my computer here in a moment to see that and see who is going first. But before we do that, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and if you've got a comment or a question, make sure to go down low and drop it. My question for you today, especially for my Crested Gecko owners, my Gargoyle Gecko owners, what type of Pangea do you feed your geckos? Asking for a friend because I think Titan is getting tired of the Pangea watermelon that I've been bragging on, so I'm gonna have to mix it up. So go down low and let me know what kind of Pangea you are feeding your Crested Geckos, Leachianus geckos, Gargoyle geckos, whatever. But yeah, without further delay, let's go ahead and get right to the computer and spin the wheel to see who is gonna get weighed first. All right, everybody, so we've got my 4 pets here on the wheel: Titan, Frito, Comet, and Jared the Snake. So let's go ahead and give it a spin to see who is going to get weighed first today. So it looks like we're gonna get started off with Frito. A little bit of a celebration is due apparently for Frito to be weighed first. I don't know if she agrees with that, but nevertheless, that's what's going to happen. Go ahead and remove her from the wheel and hit our second spin. Number 2, just by a hair, is gonna be Jared the Snake. He's the one that I'm most interested in weighing today because I've had a little bit of issue with him weight-wise in the last few months. So hopefully he's increased in weight. And then our final 2, Comet and Titan. Looks like Comet is gonna go third, and we're gonna round off with the worst, Titan. So my hands will be all scraped up by the end of the video, not the beginning, which, you know, for aesthetic purposes is probably a better look. Alrighty folks, so as determined by the spinning wheel, we're gonna start off with my Crested Gecko Frito. Last month she was 66 grams, and this month she has ate perfectly well. She's eaten her Pangea, and if you saw my last video featuring her, you saw that she was eating and gorging on some waxworms, her and Titan both. If you have not seen that video, I'll make sure to link it above right now so you can go check it out afterwards. But all in all, I expect her to weigh very close to her previous weight in January, which was 66 grams. So let's go ahead and pop her on the scale and find out how she's doing. All right, so let's go ahead and pop Miss Frito here down on the scale, get her zeroed out, and drop her down, see what she's working with. I'm just gonna guess 63. We'll say she lost a few grams. But let's find out. Wow, Frito is gaining at a healthy 66 grams, the identical weight that she weighed just a month ago. So that's great, 0 weight fluctuations whatsoever. I'm not shocked by that given the fact she's been eating, so I'm pleased with that. We're gonna go ahead and pin that down right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get Frito's weight written down right here. Sitting in at 66 grams, just like she was last month in January. So that's good to see. I like that level of consistency. All right guys, so up next we've got Jared the Snake. If you remember from the last animal weights video, I am a little concerned about his weight and his figure. I feel like he's a little underweight and looks a little pyramided for my liking, and by that I mean you can see how triangular his body frame is. You can't necessarily see his rib cage, but his spine is rather pronounced. He eats regularly. He uses the bathroom. I give him baths. All in all, seems to be a pretty healthy snake. He just seems to be a little bit on the small side. So paying specific and close attention to his body weight. So let's go ahead and drop him on the scale. So we're gonna go ahead and weigh Jared the Snake here. I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous clip, but he was 378 grams last month in January, and I would love to see him increase in weight. I fed him on February 12th, and today is the 26th. So he's used the bathroom already and passed that rat, so he shouldn't have like an entire rat sitting in his stomach is kind of what I'm getting at. So hopefully he's increased in weight. The eye test to me looks like he has gotten a little bit bigger, but that might just be me being jaded, wanting him to be bigger. So we are at 0 grams. Let's go ahead and pop him in the scale. Stay still, buddy. We are at 417 grams right there. So that is a pretty marked increase from our previous month, and I don't necessarily know what to attribute that to. I'm honestly kind of shocked to see that big of an increase. Like I said, he's already used the bathroom, so to my knowledge, he's passed the previous rat. So I am surprised to see that he has gained that much weight, but it's a welcome sign. So we'll go ahead and write it down and we'll think about it in a second. All right, buddy. I love reaching my hand into a bowl with a snake. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put Jerry back. So let's go ahead and get Mr. Jerry here written down at 417 grams. That definitely surprised me if you couldn't tell by the shock in my voice. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm pretty surprised by that, but I'm happy. You know, I want him to go up, but I didn't expect it to go up that much. Okay, so we've got Miss Comet out of her cage now, ready to be put on the scale. She was 78 grams in January. She's been eating her normal diet, Pangea, watermelon. Still not really willing to eat any insects. I tried a couple times. She ain't eating it. So I expect her to weigh the same. You know, going to the bathroom normally, drinking water off the side of the tank when I spray it, and eating her food when I give it to her. So let's go ahead and pop her on the scale, and I'm expecting, you know, anywhere from 75 to 80 grams. So let's get it checked out. Let's go ahead and get her on there. Like I said, 78 in January of 24. And grab the bucket, or grab the Tupperware. Can't get my words right. And we're sitting at 73, patience, 76 in the month of February. So a pretty negligible loss, nothing significant. You know, that's kind of, I guess, within the margin of error. She's acting normally, not lost a considerable amount of weight, just lost a couple grams. That could be the result of using the restroom, or maybe being a little dehydrated, or maybe she just hasn't eaten tonight, which she hasn't because I haven't fed her yet. So that is good to see, consistency with Miss Comet. We'll go ahead and put her down back in her cage and get her weight written right here. So we got Comet down at a slight loss of 76 grams. Which is no big deal. Pretty negligible loss, you know, within, I suppose, a margin of error with, you know, general natural weight fluctuations. It's kind of crazy that Frito was the exact same weight. I expected all my animals to vary somewhat, and that is definitely something that I'm not surprised by. Okay, so we got Mr. Titan here, did the old grab a log, get a Gecko strategery, because that is the only safe way to get him out consistently. He is about to shed. I wonder if I should conduct a little experiment to see what he weighs once he is, you know, done shedding. I bet you that. I wonder how it would vary. It kind of something that piques my curiosity. But we're just going to weigh him right now, shed and all, if he'll get off the log. It's okay, buddy. I'm not going to eat you. Believe it or not, I have no desire to eat you. Okay. And I thought I would use this moment as well to emphasize the fact that I'm washing my hands between each of these reptiles because I've had issues with coccidia in the past. That's something that I've mentioned in my more recent videos, but I don't want any passing of germs from gecko to gecko any more than it needs to be. So as you can see, or like I told you, I'm washing my hands between each critter here just to make sure everybody stays nice and safe and away from getting sick. But let's go ahead and pop Titan on the scale. He was, let me look at my chart real quick. He was a beastly 331 grams as of January. Let me be honest with you, he has not eaten great this this last month. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to switch foods again. He kind of will go through a phase where he likes a food and then stops eating it. He's just super picky, I guess. He's just a privileged little gecko, and he wants, you know, he wants all the nice stuff. So I'm gonna have to buy him a new flavor. He probably won't like it, and I'll have to buy another one. But so be it. You gotta do what you gotta do. But he has eaten Pinky Mouse this month, and it's not like he hasn't eaten Pangea, but he has not eaten it in the quantities that I would like to see him eat. So like I said, maybe, just maybe, I need to get him a new flavor just to add a little variety to his life, because maybe that's what Titan's missing. He's missing a little bit of variety. But let's go ahead and pop him on the scale and see if he's anywhere near that 331 gram weight that he was in January. Trying to get a camera adjusted with a Titan in your hand is not the easiest thing, but we made it happen. The camera's in focus, unlike last time, and we're ready to weigh him. And just something to note, he looks so strange with this lighting, with this, you know, the dead shed on his body. It's just kind of an odd, weird haze that appears to be on him, especially under this super bright lighting. But that's besides the point. Shooting for 331 or something around there. I'm going to guess 325. I'm going to say he lost a little weight because he was not eating so well this month. I think he'll fit in this bucket. Stay. He'll fit, but he won't stay. It's okay. It won't take long. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I was wrong. He gained weight. 343 grams. Based upon how much he ate this month, that must have been all Pinky Mouse. But hey, 343 ain't bad. Getting bigger and bigger and more volatile by the day. All right, everybody, so we've got all the information for my 4 pets. We're gonna go ahead and submit it for the month of February. By the time I upload this, more than likely will be March, because I am slow when it comes to editing and getting things out. But nevertheless, these were taken in February. So we'll go ahead and put them down for that. We'll go in order of the animals weighed. So Frito, 66 grams, managed to weigh the exact same for like 35 days. So it's pretty impressive. I don't think I've weighed the same in a 24-hour period my entire life. So credit to Frito for her consistency there. Next we had Jerry the Snake, who came in at 417 grams, which according to my calculations that I'm not gonna do in my head, he increased by a weight of 39 grams, which was pretty surprising to me. He's used the bathroom, he's passed his previous meal, so he's either gotten a little bit bigger or something else is up, but I'm happy to see that he increased in weight. So that's grand, because he was the one that I was most concerned about. Next we had Comet, who lost just 2 grams, so nothing to really worry about there. Pretty consistent. I expect her to float in that same range. I expect Frito to vary in the future as well. And then Titan, who I thought was going to lose a little bit of weight because he didn't eat great this month, actually increased by 13 grams and came in at 343 grams. I did feed him a Pinky Mouse this month as well as some waxworms, so it's possible that contributed to his weight gain. Either way, he's just kind of a hoss, and make that 12 grams, not 13, excuse me. He's just kind of a hoss, and hosses get big, so what are you gonna do? But yeah, everybody, that is going to wrap up today's video. We have gotten our weights submitted for February, and this will continue on for the duration of 2024. So be on the lookout for the one coming out in March, and be on the lookout for a lot of new fun videos that I have coming down the line. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope each and every single one of you has a great day. I'll see y'all in the next one.